Alright, I'm still trying to fix the audio, guys. It's like I worked through the camera, but for some reason it's not picking up my... Let me try my computer settings. Maybe just my computer. Let's see. And not Streamlabs for once. Let's see. That's so weird. I just put it here. Alright, give me just a few moments, guys. I'm trying to fix the sound. Alright, cool. So now it's showing here, so let's see if it'll actually work in Streamlabs now. Alright, what about... well... it looks good, but it's just not picking me up. That's so weird. Oh well, I guess we'll have to make do with this. That'd be alright, so we'll just make do with this, I guess.
Wait, let's see if this... okay,
wait,
now
let's
it's
see
picking
if
it there.
this...
Cool.
okay,
So
now
let
it's
me
picking
mute
it there.
the
Cool, so now let me...
other one, so you guys should be able to hear me with this one. I'll turn it a little louder. Okie dokie. So we got that. Alright, so let's do that. We'll get our music going. Let's see. Why is it not letting me? Yeah, here we go. Show all. Not that one. No. Alright, I got that. Turn it down a little bit. Try and balance it out. Okie dokies. I'll get that back out of the way since we got that working now. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, Riley, as long as you can, man. I understand. All right, so that should do it. Oh, hey, Creed. Yeah, man, I just haven't had a chance. Basically what I'm going through right now is I'm in the process of getting my insurance license. So I have to go take that test this coming up Thursday, the 8th. So that's why I haven't done too much of it. Mostly focused on passing that because I need that for for uh, for work. So that's priority at the moment. So that's why you guys haven't seen me upload in a little bit since I did the last profile. So I'm waiting until I pass that. So then once I do that, then I'll have more time on my hands and stuff like that, so I can post more videos and stuff like that if that makes sense. Also, too, before we get started, guys, I'll go ahead and let me do this real quick before we get the party rolling. So we got everything set up. So let me do this before we get going. We'll actually pause the music too. Let's do. It'd help if I press the right buttons for once. Where? Okay, I guess it just brought me here. All right, let me share my screen with you guys. Let's do. Ta-da! All right, let's go here. All right, guys. So I have a bunch of stuff on the website, and I'll be posting some more stuff. Make sure you guys, and I posted it in there, the link that'll get you to my website as well, or I could just post it. I'll just post it in the chat uh, as well. Link to order scarecrow. There we go. So if anyone's interested, guys, to consider picking these up. I only had 50 of them made. They should be here around that same time, or maybe a week later. But as soon as I get them, I'll send them out to you guys. It should take about 3 days, three or 4 days at most for you to get them, depending how how long it takes them to ship. Uh, I do have a bunch of deck cores and stuff like that. I'll be adding more deck cores, guys. So if you're looking for deck cores, like you're looking for something cheap, whether you just got back into the game, or you're thinking about getting back into the game, or you're thinking about just playing one of the decks, like I still have one Scareclaw deck core left, where you can get basically all the Scareclaws that you need. Uh, so you're getting everything. When I took this picture, the Scareclaw Cashier was not out yet, so I just didn't redo the picture because obviously that's a lot of work just for 3 cards. But it is included in this, so just make sure you check the description down here because of everything that's in the list, in case it's not in the picture. But I added the Sword Soul Tingy deck core. So Sword Soul is going to be another very popular deck here with everything that's out. So definitely consider picking this. It's got everything pretty much that you need for Sword Souls. There may be some that you maybe want to play a little more of the cards ratios that I have here, or less, give or take, depending on how you want to personally play the deck. But this has got majority of them. And then if you need to pick up a card or two that's not here, then rest of the stuff. But this is the main bulk engine that you need to play the deck, and then a few extra cards that some people don't play with the deck that you can just have if you wanted to play it or just to have in general. I've also got a bunch of high rarity cards too, a bunch of collector's rares and starlights for sale too, so consider checking those out. All that goes back into help support the channel, guys. And also got a bunch of Scareclaw stuff, so definitely consider checking out since we are the best channel for Scareclaw. I've got a lot of them on here. A lot of these have gone up in price, especially like Planet and like Richard. I haven't looked again. He was at like 10, $15, so I've tried to keep him around that. If he's went down in price, I'll come back and lower that. But when I put it at 10, he was running for 15. But everything else on here is pretty cheap. Like you can get the commons for like 50 cents if you need them. And I'll be doing a bunch of different profiles with these guys. We'll be doing a bunch of stuff with the Mana Dome, all that good stuff. Because I've got all the cards. Like I said, I've just been studying for my insurance exam. I'll be listing more deck cores. So if there's any singles you guys are looking for out of the previous sets, just hit me up in Discord. Uh, let's see if the robot wants to work tonight, or if the robot is on strike. Usually the robot's on strike, so we'll see if the robot's working or on strike. Because type in Discord, it should post my Discord information. If not, the robot's on strike as usual. It's already striking. But yeah, definitely consider checking out the website. I've got a bunch of different stuff here, guys. And as we grow all this more stuff, my goal is too is what I'll be making some videos on the YouTube memberships. I've revised them for the channel as well. So definitely consider checking. Consider checking that out as well. I'll also be listing a bunch of deck cores from this set, like the dinos and things like that that are in here. So I love playing dinos too. It's another very popular profile that I post on the channel. Uh, Another deck that I'm very well known for playing is dinos too. So I'll be selling dino cores here soon. I'm just taking all the extra stuff from here and listing it to the store too. So definitely consider checking that out, guys. And I'll do a video going over the YouTube memberships and what you guys get with it. The perks are listed, but I want to do a video explaining it. Because eventually the perks that are listed there will be the ones that I eventually do, which will be for my physical store if we're ever able to get down the line. So the perks are important because it'll transcend once I open up a physical store. So you'll be able to get access to Yu-Gi-Oh cards cheaper and quicker than ever before. So that's really my ultimate goal with with all of this is for us to eventually do that. And then of course I'll keep uploading. For whatever reason, simply quit uploading. He's mostly just does whatnot now, so that's not my plan to do anything like that. We'll still keep uploading. Hey, we got the one of the new dinos already. That's awesome. Speaking of dinos and the fossil dig, we'll go ahead and pull this stuff out. So pull out the dino core. We'll pull that out too because that's basically the ritual core. So all this set, guys, is they're all rares. The rares, and you either get a hollow, like an ultra, like this. We got one of the hamburger cards, so we got that. So that's not too bad. We'll look at, like we always do too at the end, guys. We'll look at our stuff and see what it's worth. I'll try and sort things out because I don't want to have to go back through and do this all stream if that makes sense. So we'll try and sort everything best I can live. That may not be functional, so we may not be able to do that, but we'll see what happens. All right. I probably won't do obviously all of it, but enough, at least a little bit. So, Lord Dark. Hey, we got the new Exceed Dino. That's pretty cool. And we got another one of the hamburger cards. So that's pretty cool. Oh, we got the trap for the Vanquish Soul. I'll definitely be doing this profile too, guys, here on the channel. So definitely stay tuned for that. Once I pass my exam and stuff, I've got a crap load of videos we'll have to do. I'll have to decide. I may do a poll or something to see what deck you guys want to see first. So I'll probably do that and list like 4 or 5 different decks, and then have you guys vote on them, and then the order they are in the poll is what I do the videos on, if that makes sense, because I'm way behind on stuff for us to upload like we previously discussed. So that's probably what we'll do. Here, we'll just put those over here. Let me turn this back over to here too, just in case, because I know sometimes let me do, there we go. Just making sure that's good. Oh, we got him, okay. We got a conductor. There can only be one. That'll be a good one. Most people are playing it with that. I'll actually set it out with that. If I go too slow or something, guys, just let me know. Like I said, we'll try and go through. Oh, we got another one. We got another one of the new dinos. Heck yeah. Oops, I dropped that one. Oh, we got at least a miss. Okay. But yeah, definitely stay tuned. I'll be posting a bunch of deck cores to the website. So if you guys are looking for something, definitely consider checking out the website or hitting me up directly, whether it be during the live stream chat here now, or in private message on Discord. It's going to be for really cheap for you guys to be able to go through and purchase them. So that way, if you're looking to get back in the game, or you're just looking maybe to play a different deck and you don't want to spend, a lot of money, around 50 bucks or so, or less, definitely stay tuned. All right, so we got one of the other new Vanquish to Soul cards, so we'll toss that out. All right, go ahead and put our Lost World there. Go ahead and put that there, that there. We'll toss that there. Yeah, I think we may do these. What I'm doing here for maybe like 3 or 4 boxes. I probably won't do it too much after that, and then just go back later on and do it. Or I may just, I don't know, we may just stop now. And oh, we got the other new dino. I know the lighting looks kind of bad, guys, but it's the shadow off the camera. That's what that is. Unfortunately, is the shadow off the camera. But yeah, we may just do it with this box. I think we'll just finish it with this box, and then I'll do it after the stream because it's taking too long to go through these, and it usually takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to go through everything anyway. So yeah, we'll just finish it with this box, just so I have a decent amount of stuff already. Pull it out to the side, so to speak. But yeah, if you guys are looking for any deck cores or anything like that, or you're looking to pick up the Scareclaw card sleeves that I designed, they turned out very well, guys. Just so you can kind of see. I tried through a few different companies, and these were the best one as far as the bang for your buck and higher quality. Some of the other ones I did try that were a little cheaper. The quality was like half of this, and just for what the price still would have been for someone to pay for it, it just made sense to get the higher quality ones for like $5 extra. The $5 is more than worth it. All right, we got him again. All right, toss them out. But yeah, we'll finish it with this box, pulling everything to the. Hey, King, how are you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well, man. I appreciate you joining in, good sir. Oh, hey, we got the Staker Soul. I wonder if I could. I don't know if I turn it anyway. If that's gonna. It's not gonna really do any good if I turn it. So we got that. We'll go ahead and sleeve that up. That's our first Ultra of the night. And we'll check prices at the end of the stream like we normally do, guys. So if you're here at the end, we'll go through and check and see how we did as far as our pulls. The set's got a lot of collector's rares, so there's a good chunk of them that we're hoping to pull. So hopefully we'll have some good luck. We should get at least, I would say at least two, because last time we did this we got two, or did we get three? We got 2 or 3 last time. I honestly can't remember. That we had a set like this that was built similar. Um, so we should get a few collector's rares out of here. Usually I do really good pulling collector's rares anyway, but usually they're like there's 3 to 4 boxes. Usually you'll pull one. So we're just going through the first box. So one should come up here in the next few boxes down the line. But yeah, we'll finish this box here and I'll quit categorizing them as crazy as I am, and I'll just do it. I'll do it off stream after we get done with the stream. Oh, hey, we got the Hungry Hamburger. It's still so weird seeing this card hollow, but to me it looks like it should have, like after seeing it hollow, to me like it should have always been hollow, if that makes sense. Talk about perfect 3 cards in a row. That's insane. All right, we'll just go ahead and pull this. Go ahead and pull these out. We'll kind of do that. So kind of mix them up a little bit, throw them around. So we've only got not too good so far. We've only got one ultra, right? Is it really only 2 ultras per box? That can't be right, right? I'm hoping I overlooked one. That may have been for the hamburger deck or something, because that didn't seem right. Uh, because usually with these, I could swear it's like I think usually like what 4 ultras, right, per box. Dude, like those three are like always stuck together. We hit all of them again in a row. Jesus. All right, on to the next one. But yeah, there's a few different collector rares I'd like to get out of this one, so I'm hoping we'll have our usual luck with getting the ones that I'm, the ones I care for the most for, so to speak. Pull that out, that out, that out, that out. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well, guys. For you guys that just tuned in, because some of you guys were asking earlier, we got another Lithosacum. But yeah, we'll get back to uploading soon, guys. I have been going through and starting to take my insurance license test, so that's kind of what I've been doing. So that's why I've been uploading since I posted the last video. We got uh, another continue, so that's good. So that's our second one of those. But yeah, I go take the test Thursday, guys. So once that's done, hoping I'll pass it, because that way if I pass it, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Then I can just get back to focusing on YouTube and then doing stuff outside of, things outside of all that. So I don't have to worry about, that anymore since that would be over. So I'm really hoping I'll pass it the first time. It's 100 questions, and out of the test you have to get 70 of them right. So I can miss 30. Let me put the music back on. Sorry, forgot about that. So I can miss 30 at 30 at the very most. If the music's too loud, guys, or anything like that, or if it's too low, let me know and I can turn it up or down. But we usually play music. We usually do get better pulls, and light never fails. So we got our first ultra for the Vanquish. Still, besides the spell, as far as monster-wise, it's our first ultra. So that's nice. We'll see if we get any more, man. Because if so, that's really bad, man. To only get two ultras out of the set, if less than I overlooked them. We'll try. We'll pay more attention to the next set. I watched a few unboxings, but I don't remember what people were pulling as far as ratios. But I could have swore these sets usually had 4 ultras. Because they just have the. Because that's less than normal, so that doesn't make sense. So we'll definitely make sure to pay more attention here in the second box DC off to the side and see what we get. But I think we only did pull 2 ultras out of this one so far. But that's crazy if it's only 2 ultras. That's a really, dang it, the dino package out of that box. But yeah, I'll list the dino core and stuff like that, guys. But yeah, if you're looking for any single cards or deck cores, let me know. Like I said, I try and get everything as lowest price as possible. And that's usually one of the best feedbacks that I get on TCG Player or my website is the prices are lower than most, and that I ship faster than everyone else. So you get your stuff a lot faster. Because most people just do the slowest shipping possible, so that's why it takes sometimes when you order something off TCG Player from somebody for you like a week to get it, or almost a week to get it. Versus with me, I'll ship it to you and you'll get it within usually within 3 days. Less than the post office just being slow. Then if there's being a little bit slow, you may get it on the the 4th day. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Oh, we got this one. We haven't pulled this one yet. Vanquish Soul, Dust Devil. Yeah, sorry for the lighting, guys. The camera is what's cast in the shadow. That's doing that. There's not much I can really do about it, unfortunately. All right, last 2 packs. Like I said, we'll pay more attention to the next set, but that's what it looks like. I recall only pulling 2 ultras out of this box, which is crazy. We should be getting at least 4. So another Another heavy dino package. Like I'll have a heck load of these listed, guys. So if you're looking for a cheap dino set, definitely check my website once I get time to upload the core. And that'll save you money instead of trying to buy the structure, which I have the structure decks for sale too if you want the structure decks. I actually have, I think, 5 structure decks, the original first edition structure decks for the dinos. I've had them since come out, so I have a few that I haven't sold too. So I have the original structure decks if you wanted them. So we got another Vanquish Soul. It's our first one of it, so that's the zombie one. And those are the rest of the ones we got. There we go. Just trying to get it to focus a little better. That dino. Yeah, we got a crap load of dino stuff. All this stuff, guys, out of the entire set was dino stuff. So most of all the set is just pure dino, as you probably would expect. But all that's dinosaur stuff, just from here. Just that. Which is like 75% of the cards we got, basically. There we go. I don't know why it was being blurry. Alrighty. Alright, so we'll look at this one, guys. Let's see what we get. If we only get 2 ultras, man, that's really upsetting. Especially for a set like this, there's really nothing much in. And even the normal sets, you usually get 4, so that's crazy if there's only 2. Maybe that's just a bad box or something. So it's another really good dino set. This is basically almost all dinos except for the spell card. So that's crazy. Pull that out. Alright. I'm going to stop sorting them going forward, so I'll just kind of toss them to the thing off to the side and we'll just pull out the hollows and stuff. So we'll start going a little quicker because at this point we've seen pretty much every card. At least hollow and rare wise. The only thing we haven't seen are basically the ultras and higher at this point. Obviously a few hollows, but most of the ones we're pulling still like that we've already seen. So oh, oops, put them in the wrong spot like an idiot. Here, let me kind of reorganize everything real quick. Give me just a moment. Because let's see, I'll check real quick too, because I'm just curious. Yeah. Okay, so there's that one. So, well, that one's 3. Did I get? Wait, how did we only pull? That doesn't make sense. So we've actually pulled 3 from that set, guys. So we still didn't get 4. So it looks like it should be 4, like I thought, but we only got 3. We somehow only got 3 from that last box. We were short an ultra. I don't know if one of them was supposed to be a collector's rare and someone messed up on the ratios or something. I'll just start putting them here and then we'll unload them into the thing off to the side. So we can go a little quicker. And I'll just put that there. So we can try and go a little quicker to go through these. Let me get rid of this pop-up. There we go, so I can see your guys' comments. But yeah, I'll put a vote out, guys, once I get done with my test. Like I said, hopefully I'll pass Thursday. And then I can get back to upload, and I'll put a poll out. I'll let you guys as the community vote. And then based on that vote, you know, we'll rank them from whatever you guys vote. And then that'll be the order I go through and make. You know, basically the deck profiles or talk about the decks. Whether it be Vanquish Soul that you guys want to see, new Scareclaw, Mana Dome, All right, we got another one. Stake your. Dude, why is it? Oh no, it keeps doing that. There we go. Sorry. So stake your soul. We'll go ahead and sleeve that up real quick. So it's our second one of them. So this is our second box, guys. So in this box or the next one, we more than likely should see a collector's rare. I kind of did mix them up, so the boxes we did is not in the order that I got them in. I kind of, you know, shuffled them around, so to speak, prior to starting the stream to help it kind of be random that we go through. Because I think the last one we did, I accidentally put them on did the ones on the bottom, and that's where we got the starlight, like towards like the very start of the stream. uh, I think it was the last one that we uploaded. Yeah, it was the last one we uploaded for Cyberstorm Access. So, but yeah, if I knew the rarities you said, I probably wouldn't have bought as much as I did. I probably would have only bought like, you know, maybe 6 boxes instead of the full case, if that makes sense. Another hamburger. Another dust. I think it's our third one of them. It's our third or second. But yeah, guys, hope everybody's doing well. Apologize I haven't been uploading as much, but I appreciate you guys tuning in and seeing some of you guys go back and watch some of the older videos that I posted, so I greatly appreciate that. Some of those have been starting to pop off here recently, in the last week or so. I didn't expect my anniversary video to get that many views. Oh, we got one of the other Vanquish Souls, Soul Dr. Mad Love. Oh, dang. Oh no, it keeps doing that, man. It just keeps losing focus. Alright, we'll go ahead and sleeve that, guys. We'll move on to the next one. Let me do this real quick. Until that's one at the door, or Luna trying to get in as usual. Alright. I wonder if I move it. And it's gonna kinda. And it's not doing any good. I'll go ahead and move these out of the way. Let's see where. We'll do the best we can. If you guys want, let me know. I can go try and get the light in the other room and put on the table and see if that'll fix it if you guys want that. I keep having to refocus it though. How's it gonna? Alright, so that's definitely, I think, a third or if not fourth one of them. So we've at least got a play set of these. I've seen most people only play it at 1. Some people play it, I've seen some people play it at 1, I've seen some people play it at 2, I've seen other people play it at 3. It's like people's like versions of the deck have that cards ratio like all over the place, man. I haven't seen anything, you know, really consistent so far. Oh, we got one of the traps. That's nice. We haven't pulled that one yet either. So we'll definitely take that. Yeah, so far we've mostly pulled almost the same stuff. We haven't pulled nothing too different. Another hamburger. Dust. Yeah, we definitely have a playset of this now. If we didn't, that's definitely our playset. But yeah, I like the Vanquish Soul. Just like a definitely very interesting archetype. So you'll definitely see me do some stuff with that, guys. So. I'll try and do something different too. That's one thing I like doing with the channel as well. I like doing different takes and different perspectives because, right, it's no fun if everybody's just right doing the same old, same old stuff. There's no creativity in the deck building. So that's why I try and do different builds. Like Scareclaw would be a good example of that, right? I don't know anyone on YouTube or any platform that has as many different versions of Scareclaw that I do. I think in total I have what, six or seven, and that's not counting the Manadome that we'll put out. So at that point I'll probably have at least seven if not eight different versions of Scareclaw. We already got that one. Alright, we'll put these out the way. Let me grab something to drink real quick. Okie dokies. Alright, so we got this one, and this one. Alright. Well, it's one of those ones the rapper just like, hey, I don't want to come off. Alright. We'll let that one chill in the back. Alright guys, so we should get a collector's rare out of this box or the next, because that'll put us at four boxes, because we've only unboxed 2 boxes so far, and they're usually at least every 3 or 4 boxes. So this one should have a collector's rare, or this one should. One of these boxes should have one. So let's see what we get. Alrighty. Dun dun dun. Good old Rex. Another one of him. I'll sell a lot of the extra Vanquish Soul stuff I get too, guys. So if you guys are looking for some of it, consider checking out the shop. I'll add them to probably my shop first, and then if they don't sell, I'll add them to TCG Player. So just make sure if you're interested in picking them up, especially at a discounted price, I'll probably leave them for maybe like a week or two, and if nobody picks them up in a week or two, I'll throw them on, TCG Player, and they'll probably go pretty quick. But I like to try and give you guys first chance, since you guys support me, so you guys can get the cards you're looking for and get them at a good price, or them go to you guys that support me than just some other random person first. So, which is another reason why I'm doing all the deck cores and stuff that I'm adding. So we'll have a ton of deck cores, guys. I've got 2 listed so far, the Scareclaw and the Sword Soul, but I'll be adding Rescues, was it Rescues? I'm trying to remember all of them. There's a crap list. There's like 3 or 4 that I need to add more. Rescues. We need Sky Striker that I need to add. Because people are going to start playing Sky Striker. To me, and it seems like everyone else that I've seen post in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, most people like it's just too slow. It's mostly copium, and I agree with that as well too. The deck is basically dead. I won't say dead, but it's not going to be effective. You're going to, unless someone comes up with something different for the deck to do, right? A different play style. Especially with like the Scareclaw card, everybody can just throw that in, and then throw in the Foolish Goods card, and then dump the trap, and then remove the trap from play, and then they can't use Link Monster's effect for the entire turn. So you can just floodgate them, and they're dead. Since their entire deck is literally nothing but Link Monsters that use effects. With Scareclaw, that doesn't hurt. I mean, it hurts us a little bit, just because you can't use Tryhard effect, but you can still, if they're already on the board, you're fine, and all you need is the little monsters anyway. So you don't even really need his effect, and you could still trigger his effect and then use the trap. But more than likely, you're going to use it obviously on their turn to floodgate them during their turn, so they can't play. They're forced in their turn. Then you goes your turn and you just OTK them. So it's so easy to put in a two card combo. Uh, that's it's guaranteed to floodgate them out whenever you need. Well, there's our third copy, guys. This has been the easiest ultra for us to pull. Stake your soul. So we got to play copy of them. So that's interesting. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I know you guys could be anywhere else, so I definitely appreciate you taking time out of your busy night to come chill and hang out. Hopefully everything will go good with my test, so we'll be back to our scheduled programming, so to speak. We're back on the Scareclaw, really pushing, because the Scareclaw's got even better with the ban list, because the ban list, all it does is help Scareclaw. So I still think a lot of people are going to play Cash, because Cash got hit, but it's still, there's still good, and there's so much more you can do with the deck. So even with Unicorn going to 2 and a Rise to 1, that's not going to be enough to really damage the deck. It does make the mirror match, the mirror match a lot more difficult, because obviously they're going to hit, they're going to go for hitting that first, which is why I've seen some people play like 3 Zeus, which to me is extreme. I still feel like the 2 Zeus would be fine. I'll do a version, once I get back to doing videos as mine as well, because I always like to, provide my take, because like I said, I like trying to do something different with the deck, because everybody's kind of doing, similar stuff, especially when it comes to meta. So there's a lot of different things we can especially do with my Scareclaw Cash version. You could just drop the other cards and lower the deck, the deck numbers, so it's even more consistent. So it just really means it making the deck better. If you want to, not do the zone lock play that it has potential to do, or you could add in, which I have like in the side deck, or you could main deck it the way everybody's playing now. The sales ban and the call by that I run, because you could basically main deck that. Double sales ban, if not triple. So that way you're stopping, right? You're hitting their droll. You've got that, that to counter droll. You've got your talons, things like that you can hit, so they're not going to hit you a droll. Or even if they do have droll, they can't use it. I had that in the matchup where I posted my first place profile. If I hadn't had sales ban, I could. There's a good chance I could have lost, or made it more difficult for me, because all I did have droll in hand in the last matchup. So there's things like that you got to think about, guys. So once you stop that, it's very easy to go combo. Then the only thing you have to worry about is nib, but the deck plays through nib, which is why I built the deck to combo through nib. But with you putting that in, plus you could add in the other cards too for the new package, right? Oh, we got our second one of him. Let me fix the camera again. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So Vanquish Soul Heavy, I guess Broger is how you would pronounce it. He looks cool. It's our second one of him. We still haven't got the big dragon yet. Ah, dang, it's overheating. It's so weird because it wasn't overheating before. Let me be right back, guys. I gotta grab the fan. I don't know what causes it sometimes to overheat and sometimes not to overheat. It just doesn't make sense to me. With the settings the same. So let me be right back. Let me grab the fan, because if not, the camera will shut off because it'll overheat while we're streaming. So give me just a moment and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, there we go, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry for the wait. Appreciate you being patient. Alright, so we're back. Let me know if the fan's too loud. Maybe we can try and move it. Let me try and get it so it's not my face, because I'll definitely lose my voice. We don't want that. Alright, best I can tell. Yeah, looks like it's still hitting it pretty good. Alright, there we go. If I go missing, that's what happened, guys. So it'll take just a few moments to cool it down if I do happen to... Like if the stream does go dark. But it's on it now, so that should cool it. Be more than enough to cool it down. It'll just take a few moments. Ooh. Maybe one day I'll have a different place. It'll be so much easier to do these type of videos because I'm so crammed in where I'm at. It makes it very difficult. It's still kind of blowing on me, but it's not too bad. Okie dokies. But yeah, so far we're not doing too good on our ultras, it seems like. I mean, I don't know the prices of the cards, so we maybe do better than I think. I know we haven't pulled the main monster yet. And we really haven't pulled too many of the new ones. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's 3-3. What are the odds of that? So for the new dinos, guys, I'll do this real quick. So these are all the ones we've pulled so far of them. So we've got 3 of this one, the Metasaurus, or the Transcendosaurus, Metasaurus, and then just Metasaurus. We got 3 of them. So we got 3 of them, 3 of them, and then we managed to get 4 of the new fusion one. So that's really not a lot for as much, because we've been through at this point. This will be our 3rd box. So the ratios for them has been very low. We've been mostly getting the hamburger deck stuff. That's mostly what we've really been pulling. I got a crap load of them, so definitely a lot of them will be will be added to the store. So if you're looking for anything ritual related, or even like dino related, for the other main deck core stuff, I'll have all that listed on the website at some point. But yeah, hopefully the fan's not messing with the audio for you guys. Trying to get it where it's close to the camera, but at the same time where it's not too close to me or the mic. So I guess because maybe it's hotter in the house. I don't know if that's maybe what caused it. Speaking of him, we pulled another one, which makes sense. It was time for us to pull another one. Alright, so the way it's looking, we're probably not going to get a collector's rare out of this one. So the next box, we should have a collector's rare, guys. Because this is our 3rd box we've opened. Oh, hey, we haven't got him yet. So that's nice. There we go. That should be our 4th ultra for this box, too. So that's good. That's our first one of him. That's nice. Because so far we've just been kind of pulling the same ultras almost for the same partner. And just rarely pulling something different. But yeah, this is probably one of those sets, other than outside buying like some of the bulk stuff that I mentioned for you guys. Outside of doing something like that, it's probably better just to pick up the cards individually than buying the booster boxes if that's the route you're thinking to go. Other than just, you know, having the experience of opening the cards, of course, and the fun with that. I probably should have waited a little bit later for the deck list to come out for this particular one, because I had a feeling they'd probably do something like this one, but I really should have, you know, for what's in here, I really should have only got like 6 instead of like a full case. So we're going through a full case, guys. So we're a 1/3 of the way through of everything that I've got to... Yeah, see, there we go. Now it's not overheating now. So there we go. So we fixed the temperature of the camera, so that's good to go now. We got that fixed. And that should help with the resolution and stuff like that too. Because of the overheating, it messes with the resolution. Because it's shooting at 4K. But usually it still doesn't overheat. That's why I think it's probably due to the house. Because the house is not too cool. I think that's our second second or third. Maybe it's our third one of him. I've been seeing most people just play it at 1 anyway, so I haven't had a chance to play. I played around with the deck when it very first was announced for Vanquish Soul. I'm really glad they didn't change the name like they did with Manadome. I was very upset about that, and it seems like a lot of you guys were too. A lot of the community was. I don't know why they they changed it. But it is what it is. I keep pulling the crap out of this card, man. That's like the easiest hollow for us to get that and like a few of the ritual monsters. But yeah, after this, guys, I'll probably be playing. Oh shoot, we got our first one, guys. Oh shoot. I don't know if you guys can you guys see it on camera? Oh, we got Tingy. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, it's a generic card too, so that's not bad. So it's something we actually can play. So we got it in our fourth box like we were supposed to. Like I said, see the third or fourth box. Now we'll see if it replaces the Ultra. I don't know if it replaces the Ultra in this set, or we'll still get our 4 Ultras, or we may only get 3 Ultras and then get this. Because I wonder if that's what happened maybe with the first box. Maybe the first box was supposed to have a collector's rare, and maybe that's why we were short. Because best I could tell, I went back and looked at the cards. I only pulled 3 Ultras out of the first box we did on the video. So I know this one's going to be expensive because it's definitely going to be a very well played card because it's a staple. So that's a nice, guys. We'll put it out to the side. So that's definitely our best pull by far. So that's very nice. Yeah, we still got a little bit left, so I've got a feeling if we don't pull another Ultra in the next pack or two, it's probably going to replace the Ultra. That's what it's looking like. It's probably going to do is replace it. Because where that one's at, really, is where the Ultra should have been. So. Oh, we got him. Yay. We finally got him. Yay. I just love the artwork, man, on him. He just looks so cool. And I've always been a big fan of dragons, of course. My original deck, when I very first started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Forever ago, was basically a dragon deck, essentially. There's a few of the things I had mixtured in it, but at the end of the day, it was a hardcore dragon deck. Especially from back then. Now, I've seen some people play this at different numbers too, guys. I've seen some people play this at 1, and I've seen some people play this at 2. I've seen some people even play it at 3. So it's like, yet again, it's like everyone's all over the place with different deck profiles, because I like just watching it just to get ideas, whether the people are doing, same as you guys. But yeah, I've seen everyone put him in multiple different copies depending on whose video that you're watching on YouTube. I've seen people play it at 1, 2. I've seen some people even go as far as 3. So that's crazy. But I'm glad we got one because we haven't pulled one yet. So this is definitely our best box so far. We got a collector's rare and we got our dragon. I've been wanting to pull him the whole time. I'm gonna turn the fan because it's still blowing on me, messing with my throat. Alright, we're good with that. Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna replace the ultra rare guys like I thought. So that sucks. With this set, they could have give us the the ultra to go with it. I'm just saying. But yeah, it looks like it does replace the ultra, unfortunately. So that'd be another good reason to pick these up, like the deck chorus that I'll be listing, or for someone like that, or the card single the single cards that you're looking for from the set instead of buying like a booster box. In my personal opinion, of course, you guys can do whatever you want, but just from seeing what I've got here in other videos I've watched, that seems like the best, probably the best route, unless you're just looking for the fun of opening a bunch of cards, of course. Yeah, so that definitely replaced it because we only got that one ultra. At least it's the one ultra we were looking for. So that's we can't complain too much. All right, so keep in mind, guys, this is box number 4. So we'll be doing. We got a few more boxes. We have 8 more boxes after this. We'll see what other collector's rares we pull. Oh, we got a second one of her. We've only got one Mad Love, so that's our second one for her. When I get a chance to, guys, once we get back to my videos, I'll do an update video for the 10,000 subscribers giveaway. Once I get back, we'll definitely get back to pushing to try and hit 10K. That's still my goal, to hit it by the end of the year. I mean, it's probably almost impossible for us to hit it at this point, unless some of my stuff really just blows up. So we probably won't hit the 10K, but we'll still push hard as we can with what time we have left in the year. Like I said, at the moment, I just want to make sure I focus and try and pass that exam so I don't have to worry about that at work anymore. Plus, I'll get a raise from that as well too, so that'll help finance the channel a little bit better, and things in my personal life, of course, too. So that'll help out with that to some extent. Not a lot, but hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. What was that? All right, we got another Dust Dive. We probably got like 2 play sets of the Dust Dive at this point. Did we got this one yet? I don't think we've got this one yet for them. I don't think we've pulled this yet. I don't think we have. If we have, it's like we've pulled like one of them, because I don't remember seeing it. All right, so we're down to our last few from this one. Hard to believe it's Friday. I didn't feel like Friday at all. But yeah, next time I won't pay the for the extra delivery to get them sooner. I was hoping when I did that I would get them like I was gonna get them like on Wednesday or something of this week. But since I just got them today, it makes no sense to pay. I think it was what 30 or 50 bucks, so somewhere in that area that I paid extra for shipping to get them sooner. I would just rather get it for free and then get it on. I would have got it Tuesday to Wednesday of next week. You know what I mean? There's no point in rushing it, so. That's what we'll do going forward. But I figured I'd experiment and see if we would get them any sooner, if it'd be worth it, since I never had done that with previous sets, which is why I'm able to unbox them for you guys. Oh, hey, we finally pulled this card. It's definitely another card that we need. So that's another Ultra that we need. And we'll definitely be doing some updated Dino stuff, guys. I got a bunch of different ideas for Dino builds. We'll redo all the the previous builds I've done, of course, in the past. Especially having access to all this new stuff. So that's our first one. We need definitely 2 more. So that was a lot harder to pull than I expected. And that seems to be our theme so far. With this set when it comes to the Ultras. But at least now we know that the Collector's Rare replaces your Ultra in this set. So we should get at least, I know definitely 1 more. We may get 2 more at the most. So we'll see. We'll be cutting it kind of close. All right. So we got those done. All right. So we'll bring in the next 2. For you guys that just joined in, this was our collector's rare that we've pulled so far. Was the Tinky. So very beautiful. All right. Let me open these up, guys, and then we'll get back to it. All right, I'll just leave that one in the back. All right, we'll switch up songs to, because usually switching up songs switches up our luck with the pulls. But yeah, it seems like most of all you get from this is the freaking uh the hamburger deck. That seems about we've got out of here. It's basically that and the dino rares. I mean that's basically it. That's what most of this entire set is. So I mean, we just haven't got nowhere near as much uh Vanquish Soul cards as I would have expected, but they are mostly ultra rare, so I guess that's why. And we're not doing too bad on time. We already. I don't know why it keeps where I have to keep focusing in because it's already focused in. So I don't know why it makes me redo it so you guys can see them. So I try and catch it, but when I think it's good, then it ends up somehow changing back out of nowhere where it's not focused anymore. So that's really weird. Hey, there we go. That's good. We got our second one, guys. That's fantastic. Like I said, swap up the song, swap up our luck. That's usually how it goes. That's good. It was so hard to pull the first one. We got it with our collector's rare, so we pulled this one on its own so far. Unless there's another collector's rare in this box. I did mix up the boxes, so I mean, there's always that chance. Highly unlikely, but you never know. So I did kind of move them around a little bit. So we got at least two, because I'm pretty sure I would probably play at least two in the deck. I think three probably is too much, but I think I'll try it at least with two, and that'll let me know if I want to play. You know, if two's the right number, or I need to maybe cut it down like one, like some people were doing, or two's the right number. I don't think three is the right number for him. To me, that just seems like it's too much. But we'll know once we get into testing, because like I said, I haven't played the deck. Last time I played the deck was when it was very, very, very first announced, and I did some testing with it, and was doing all right with it. But I haven't took a look at it since then. Got another one of them. Alright. Alright. I think I'm just going to go to the holo and just put them aside, guys. I think I'm going to quit fanning them out. Because at this point we've seen all the rares. So we'll just go to the holo or the ultra, whatever it is, with the collectors. And then just push forward. Since we've seen all the other... Right, we've seen all the other cards at this point so much. And it's mostly the same rares we're getting anyway. Oh, we got our second one of today's menu. It's our second one of those. So that's nice. So that's our Is our second or third? Second or third ultra out of this set? I think it's our, maybe it's our third. Got the trap. That'll help us go through them a little quicker. We'll turn off the fan for now. That should be, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but no one said anything in chat about it at least. At least not that I've seen. So we'll turn it off. And then when it starts to try and get warm again, then I'll turn it back on. Oh, there we go. It came back on. It's got some sort of auto mode as well. Can we just pull him a minute ago? But yeah, we'll see how dinos would do. They'll definitely be back in the meta, I think. We'll see how everything turns out. But I still expect to see a lot of cash. If anything, like all these sets are going to do is probably hurt the meta because there's going to be so many, like the previous format, there's just going to be so many different decks, so it's going to be more hard to, you know, to prepare for events and things like that. Because there's so much different stuff. Holy Jesus. Dude. Look at this. You guys can see, right? I didn't do this. The card was like this. And you can see where it was supposed to be cut. And it was like this on multiple of the cards. That's crazy, man. The other ones from the set seem fine, but these two, I don't know how they pass quality inspection. Somebody definitely wasn't paying attention. So, I'll just go ahead and toss them out. Pulled him again. That's good. Alright. Down to the last two. Let's see. Oh, hey, we got another one of him, guys. We've only got one of these. So that's a really good pull. We needed him. So that's fantastic. So yeah, we definitely got our, I'm pretty confident we got our 4 out of this one. They just seem like the ultras are much later in the set than normal. I don't know why they mapped them that way. That's been kind of consistent so far through all of our boxes. So far, they're much, you know, further down in the box. But the same was true for our collector's rare as well. We were already a good chunk, about halfway, you know, through the first part of the box before we got it as well. All right, let me get these. Oh yeah, let me put this. Oh no, I didn't put that in the sleeve. Let's see, give me 1 second, guys. Let me go through all these, make sure there's anything I didn't miss that I should have sleeved, and then we'll get back to the other boxes. We still have, what, 6 boxes? Yeah, we still got, I think, 6 boxes left, it looks like, over here to go through. So we still got a chunk more to go through. So, alright, yeah, that looks good. Alright, let me just sleeve this one. And I'll show you guys on camera too. So these are the ultras that we pulled for the hamburger deck. So we do need one more the menu, and we need 2 more of the field spell, because the field spell for the deck is very good. So we definitely need 2 more of them. So we'll see if we can get them. There you go. Okie dokies. All right, so we'll pull this from the back. got him again. Alright, so it's what? So we got the next 3 sets where we should pull at least another collector's rare, guys. So it could be anywhere from this set. Alright, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So highly unlikely it's in this one. More realistically, it would be in the next box or the next, like last time. So, which is another reason why I'm just kind of going through once we get to the hollow and then, or the ultra, and then pushing forward. But yeah, for you guys just tune in, definitely. I'll be listing a lot of deck cores and stuff like that on the store, so definitely consider checking that out. Plus with my custom card sleeves as well for the Scareclaw guys, consider checking those out. They did come out very nice. Well, the camera's not focusing yet again. I like them. They shuffle really well too, versus just like the regular sleeves that I was using, just like the standard like reds that I had. Those are very slippery, and I've been known to drop them. Those don't do that, which is another reason I like those as well too. So, oh, we got our first one. We got our first Penatera, guys. We haven't. Well, let me try again. We haven't pulled one of these yet, so it's our first one of her. It's crazy. We're just in and finally getting one of her. That's crazy. So yeah, they're definitely very hard to pull, which is not surprising, because that's where all the money is going to be for this set. They're going to be way overpriced because they're so hard to pull, and everything else is going to be dirt cheap. Anything from probably the hollows to the rares. So. And the rares will be even cheaper than normal since the whole set's, made out of rares. So. Let's see. Alright. Another hamburger. Do we pull so many hamburgers? Oh lord. Another recipe. But yeah, hopefully we get everything we need to play the deck. That would be. Oh, there we go. We got another field spell for them. So that's good. Like I said earlier, we definitely need 3, so that's our second one. So that's a good pull for us, because that one's been harder to get. Which I doubt the cards is probably not worth much. So it's probably real cheap to pick up. Or I would imagine it is. Like I said, we'll check prices and stuff like that at the end. We ain't seen Drive in a while. Which is alright, because we were pulling it like crazy there for a bit. So we've probably got like 3, probably 3 sets of those by now. get resituated. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn back on the fan. Another source. Here, let's go ahead and do that. Just make it easier on my easier on myself. Well, crap, man. Oh, dun dun dun. Another one of him. Move the little dinos over. Oh, hey, we got our third one of him. He's been the easiest ones out of all of them to pull. I will say that. So we got a play set of him. He's the only one we have a play set out of at least monster wise. The other cards we do have play sets of, just not monster wise. So he's the first one monster wise, well, ultra monster wise that we have a play set for. So all right, let's grab 2 more. Alright, so one of these guys will have a collector's rare, so definitely stay tuned. Let's see what we'll get for our second collector's rare. We've already got the first one, which is the Tinky. Let's see what the second one is. I know there's 15 different ones, so we'll see which ones we get. So far I like the Tinky because it's a card that I'll actually, could potentially use or play, so. Alright. Let's keep her going. Let's see. I'm waiting to see them mix it up in the first box I pull to be an ultra. I'm just waiting for that to happen. But so far it just seems like all of them are literally mapped exactly the same. Just the ultras are so far down in the set. But I hope everyone's doing well, guys. I appreciate your love and support. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy night. And again, it goes unfocused. Well, there we go. Last, I don't know what keeps causing it for it to do that. That's crazy. But definitely appreciate it. Can't wait to get back to, doing videos again and stuff like that and posting more regularly like we used to on the channel once I get, like I said, hopefully we'll pass that test Thursday and we'll be good to go. That way that'll be taken care of for work and I won't have really anything work-wise to really worry about too much. And that'll give me back a lot of time that, that I need to make the videos and to, do research and stuff like that to do the deck profiles properly. Because when I post the videos for you guys, a lot of the times those decks It won't be, this time it won't be the case. But usually when I post a profile for you guys, I've been playing the deck for like 2 or 3 months prior to posting the video. So I'm not like a lot of the others that, just, of course, when you're making content, doing it fast, you really can't do the way the way that I do it. So I get it. But like when I post a profile, usually I've been playing that like set deck constantly for like 2 to 3 months before I ever post the profile. And that's what it's like for most of the ones I have on the channel. Not all of them, of course, but a good majority of them. I was playing 3 months before I ever even posted the first one. So by the time I post the video, you guys see it. I've already went through like 5 or 6. Oh crap! We got our next collector's rare, guys. Oh, we got him. This is one of the ones I wanted. We got the dragon, Caesar Vallis. Heck yeah, man. So we're definitely pulling all the ones that I wanted to. Holy. Good deal. And he's our third one too. So it's our third one as a collector's rare. So we may pull another one. I've done that in previous ones where I pull well, at least I did that with the Starlights. With the Starlights, I would pull. This would be the third one would be the collector's rare, and then I would pull like the ultra or secret, whatever it is, later on in the video. So that's our second collector's rare, guys. So nice. So we've managed to pull 2 so far. We still have quite a few boxes to go through. So we'll see if we should be able to get at least 1 more. I doubt we pull 2 more. I'm very doubtful that we get 4 out of it. We may, but I think last time I only got 3. Which who knows? We may get the 4th one this time. I guess we'll find out. But we should get at least 1 more. This one we got it on the 3rd box instead of the 4th. Yep, speaking of, I literally just said this a minute ago. And it's even in the same box, guys. It's literally the next Ultra too. So I don't know if anyone else has that same luck, but that seems to be my luck when I pull a Starlight, or in this case the Collector's Rare. I get 3 of it. When on the 3rd copy is the Collector's Rare or the Starlight. And then I'll end up pulling not too long after. Sometimes like this, a lot of the times too, out of the same box. The Ultra or the Secret, whatever it is out of that card. So it's crazy we pulled the Ultra of him. So that's awesome. Here, we'll go ahead and put this outside. It's fine. I'll just kind of start picking stuff at random. That's crazy though. I was wondering if it would autofocus, but it won't. It won't do that for some reason, which is weird because it usually does. But tonight it just wants to be difficult for some reason. So we're 2 for 2. We've got really good collector's rares. So I'm excited to see what the 3rd one will be. I'm trying to think what else is here that I wanted to pull. Those were definitely 2 of the ones that I wanted. I think there was the conductor was a collector's rare too, right? I believe so. So I definitely want to pull the conductor, obviously. So if we can get Tyranno, that would make this like the basically the perfect unboxing. So we'll see if we can get it, guys, because that would be insane. And yet again, we'll check prices and stuff like that at the end of the video just to see how we did good as far as pulls and just to see what things are going for. So stay tuned for that at the end of the stream, which we're getting pretty close to there. We don't have that many more boxes to go through. We got what, 2, 4. We got 5 more boxes after. Yeah, after we finish this one. So we got 5 more boxes total after this one. Oh, hey, here we go. We got our second. I think it's our second one of him, right? It's our second or third. I think it's our second. Soul Kaizen. So that's nice. Alright. Trying to rush through these last packs because we shouldn't get anything else really out of them. The rest of them should be hollows. There may be one ultra left in here for us, guys. I can't remember. Well, no, probably not because we pulled that collector's rare, right? So, yeah, if there is, there's literally just one in here, but I think we may be through all the ultras for this box. Just to show you guys real quick. These are all of the hamburger deck cards that we've pulled throughout the video. Every single one of them. That's not counting some of the like the rares and stuff like that. I didn't pull out some of them. I did at the start, but most of those are just the hollows. So keep in mind that too. So that's even crazier. Those are just the hollows. Majority of them are just the hollows, and the ultras obviously too. But mostly they're all the hollows. Oh, dang man! I honestly forgot. I had almost forgot about the Link one because we hadn't seen it. I think he was one of the ones that's a collector's rare too, right? I think, or maybe maybe it was one of the ones they didn't make collector's rare that I said they should make one, or should have made one. Maybe that's what it was. I think maybe they did make him. But we got one. We need 3 of these, so we managed to pull one. Because you need 3 to play the deck. That's crazy. That's our first one. Let's do. Hang on, Luna. She's wanting in, so we're almost done though. We got. What are we at? It'll be about normal, so probably about another hour, guys. We should be done within another hour, or maybe a little sooner, depending on how fast I go through. It's going a lot quicker now since I'm not fanning through all the cards, so that's saving a lot of time. Since all it is the rares that we've seen a quadrillion times, and most of them are in the same order, so it's no point, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to being back and posting content again on YouTube, going through different deck profiles, chatting with you guys down in the chat, all that good stuff. Like I said, hopefully I'll pass that test. That's mostly what I'm going to be focused on this weekend, is studying and then kind of relaxing. So if you guys see me on, it'll be probably the second channel. I may stream some Diablo, or I may just play it offline. But definitely be on Diablo 4 if you guys are wanting to play or looking for a community to join. Definitely consider checking out my second YouTube channel. I should have it linked. It'll be linked down in the description of this video, and it's also on my main YouTube pages. Got the link listed there as well. Oh hey, we finally pulled the second one of these. That's a good pull. This is another card that's been very hard for us to pull. So looks like we should get. That's crazy, man. You had to buy a case to get a play set of them. That's ridiculous. That's the sad part. If I did just buy the 6 booster boxes, we would end up not getting a play set of of what we needed to play the decks. That's crazy. You have to buy the whole case. At that point, you're better off just buying the cards. Like I mentioned before, it just increases what we had talked about at the start of the stream. It's better just to buy the cards singly than to buy, like I did, like a case. Because this live stream just kind of really shows off what's really wrong with this set. So, but you've got some really good pulls. Like I said, we've pulled 2 really good collector's rares, and it was 2 of the collector's rares that I wanted. So we still had some fire pulls. But for what you pay for a case or even half a case, you could buy all the main cards out of the set that you want to build. Whatever deck you want, or probably 2 decks if you wanted to do Vanquish Soul and then build the hamburger deck. For what it would cost you to buy the booster boxes, you could pretty much probably do both. Speaking of the hamburger. That again. So many cards. Okay, it's not too bad. Oh, yes. So that's our second one of her guys, so we definitely need another one of them. It's so hard to get the ultras, man, for them. That's so crazy. Well, we're getting closer and closer to what we need to actually build the deck. By the end of the video, I think we should have everything. Hopefully we will. Hopefully we're not short of what we need for Vanquish Soul, because pretty much this, we've got everything else we need. The only thing I need is one more field spell for the hamburger deck, and then we're done. Once we get it, I don't really need any more cards from it, so hopefully we won't pull any more from it, but we haven't really pulled much of the ultras from that anyway. Alright, we'll go and pull them out. Did we get the last? I think we did, didn't we? I think we did get the last ultra. Nope, okay. We didn't see this in a while. Staker, so we already have a play set of these, so that's fine. Alright, last one, then we'll start the next box. And Luna's at the door again. She'll just have to wait. Okie dokies. And we'll do this one first, I think. Here, let's move these guys over and we'll start a second pile. Pulled so many of the hamburger cards, I have to start a second pile for them. It's crazy. But yeah, they're definitely the easiest and probably the most hollows out of the set, at least for us that we've pulled. Nothing else nowhere near compares to them. Vanquish Soul is kind of close, but the other ones are quite a bit more. Dino's way behind as far as hollows, since there's not as many hollows in the set, so it's much harder to pull them. Do we just pull the same? Yeah, we just pulled the same one back to back. Recipe. It's interesting how they did the names in French though, and then they put a English name out to the side. That's kind of interesting. Wonder what made them do that. I guess to make it just add a little more uniqueness. Thank God. So we pulled our second one. These have been really hard for us to get. You know, we've pulled really good for collector rare wise, but all right. So we just need the last one, guys, and that'll give us our play set of them. All right. Let's see. Another hamburger. Dust. We can see that in a little bit. Move these off to the side. There we go. Give us more room. But yeah, it should be this box. Well, it's looking we probably won't get out of this box. So probably the next box, guys, we should get another, probably collector's rare. So we'll see. If we don't get one out of this box or the next box, we definitely won't pull 4 collector's rare total. We'll probably just end up with 3, which means we'll still pull one more. But I was hoping we'll get 4, so we'll see. It's gonna be cutting it really close if we manage to pull 4. I think we're supposed to get it. I think that was supposed to be maybe the first box we opened, and they didn't put it in. I'll go back and make sure I didn't overlook it, because I have done that in previous live streams where I did overlook a collector's rare, just because it didn't the foaling didn't stand out in the lighting. So hopefully that's not what happened, which I've done that. I've only done that once before. But I'll go back and make sure that's not what happened here, because the first box with it, because we were short an ultra. I'm very confident that we were in the first one. So I'll have to go back and make sure one of them could be could be there by chance. So I'll go back after the stream and double check everything. Or I'll probably just rewatch it, because that's usually the easiest thing to do. Then it'll make it easier to find it. That's how I did it the last time. I didn't notice it. I'm trying to remember what set that was I did that on. It's been so long ago, I don't remember. Because that's been at least a year, maybe a year and a half. Dust again. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull those out. Yeah, definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys are just tuning in, definitely consider liking the video. It does help out the channel. With us being a small YouTube channel, definitely helps out a lot by you liking and subscribing. Let's see. Once I get done with my license test and we hopefully pass it next Thursday, we'll be back to. We pulled our fourth one. Not that I needed the fourth one. I could have used any of the others. So it's not a good pull for us. I'll probably end up just giving it away to one of you guys at the giveaway set that we do. So that's probably where that'll end up going. All right, last pack. Should just be a holo since that one was the ultra. So. Nope. It's our dino. Alright, so we have, after this box, guys, so after this one, we have two more. So we have 3 boxes total, counting this box here, we have 3 boxes total. But yeah, I'll definitely watch the stream back and see if I was right. Maybe we did overlook a collector's rare. Maybe they just didn't put it in the box. Or maybe they just shorted this the ultra. I guess we'll never know. But I'll go back and watch the stream and check the cards just to see if I didn't overlook an ultra or a collector's. More than likely it was a collector's, because sometimes the way they look, they don't pop. Most of all these have, at least the 2 that we've pulled so far. If anything, we probably just got shorted. A card, unfortunately. Whether that be the collector's rare or an ultra. Wow, look, it's the collector's rare that we got shorted. If so, we may not pull another one out of these boxes. So, if we don't, that's definitely what happened. Because we should pull at least one more out of these last 3 boxes. Yup, here it is. Oh, I got it. This is the one that I wanted to pull the most, was the Fossil Dig. That just looks so good, man. If I could afford it, we would definitely get 2 more copies to play in our deck, because Dino's still definitely one of my favorite decks to play on stream and off stream. So that's nice. And remember, guys, it does take place of one of our ultras in the set, so that means in this box we'll only get 3 ultras instead of 4. I hate they did that. That they did that and made just increased that, you know, basically made it even harder than necessary to get the ultras you need from the boxes, which forces you to buy more cards. Like, to me, with this set, they should have kept the ultras in, and then you get the collector's rare on top of it. Especially since there's 15 of them, man. Because even out of a case, you usually only get 3, 4, maybe 4 on the high end. There we go. We got our 3rd copy of Zeno, so that's good. So we have 3 copies of this now, so we got a play set. That was harder than it should have been for us to get it. We still need one more of the Link 1, and there's still a few more of the Vanquished Soul monsters we could use 1 or 2 more copies of, so that's pretty much what we're looking for. Rest of the set, guys, is really just the Vanquished Soul stuff. We do need the one more field spell for the hamburger deck, so that's the only other ultra for it that we're looking for. Outside of that, we hopefully won't pull anything else we already have. We need to pull hopefully some different stuff. But yeah, it's definitely my favorite pull. After we finish this box, I'll go through and show you guys all the collector's rares we pulled, so stay tuned for that. Once we finish this box, we'll recap all our collector rare pulls that we've got. I'll show you all 3 of them that we pulled, in case you guys are just tuning in. Or you missed, maybe you just saw the fossil dig we got, but you missed the other 2. So we'll take a look at them in just a moment. We're not room to put everything off to the side. I can't believe we got that fossil dig, man. That looks so nice. That's definitely the highlight of the stream. That's definitely my favorite pull by far. I can't remember if we have 3 copies of her, or this is our 3rd copy. This is our 3rd or 4th copy, so I think that gives us a playset. Will give us a playset or maybe 1 more over, so I won't complain too hard. She's been really hard for us to pull too, so that's not too bad. Alright, so we got, what should be, 1 more? Which would be probably towards the very bottom, so we'll be a hot minute before we see what else we can get. And at the end, guys, if you guys stay tuned at the end, we'll recap all of our ultra pulls, so this way you can see all the ultras that we've pulled as well. So I'll showcase all the collector's rares after we finish this box here, which we're almost done. And then at the end of the stream, I'll show up all the ultras, and then we'll check the pricing of everything and see how we did for tonight's stream. I don't think we've done as good as usual, but we'll see. A lot of them are really going to count on the Vanquished Soul cards that we pull, because that's what's going to have the majority of the pricing, and then the collector, which we pull really good collectors rare. They're going to be the I would say some of the most expensive ones in the set, at least in my opinion. They should be, because they're all well, the Tinky's definitely very versatile. There's a lot of different decks you can play Tinky in. So I expect that one to be probably one of the higher ones, if not the highest one that we pull. The Fossil Dig may beat it. We'll see. Alright, so this one should be an Ultra, or the following pack should be an Ultra. Let's see. Alright, not that one. Alright, let's see if it's in this one. Nope. Alright, well, go ahead and take that out. Like I said, man, this set's so weird because they put them so far like the Ultra's so deep into the set. There he is, thank God. So we got our third copy, guys. We have a playset of them. So it's crazy it took us that long to get them. So we got enough to play the deck with that now. So that's good. Alright, so for the final pack, let's see. This one should just be a holo, of course, so. But let's see what it is. Another one of him. That's been the easiest one for us to pull holo-wise for Vanquish Soul. Most people just play that at 1, so. Ooh, excuse me. Alright. Alright, so I promised you guys for tuning in, we'll go through the collector's list, so we'll do that now. But I'll do them individually so you guys can kind of admire them a little bit better. So this is the fossil dig that we just pulled, guys, out of this box that we just finished here. This is definitely this is the one that to me looks the best. I love how if you look, it looks like it's a diamond. The way that the way the fold shatters. So that's very nice. That's my favorite pull so far. And then of course we've got the Caesar. Was it Valeris? I think is how you pronounce it. I wanted to pull him too. He's very. I love the artwork of him. Definitely a very beautiful card. So here's the second one that we pulled, and the first one that we pulled, which we were just talking about, which was the Fire Formation Tinky. This one's not too bad either. The back kind of pops. So it's not too bad. But I still think the Fossil Dig looks the best out of the three. As far as like, the foaling itself, if that makes sense. Alright. Final countdown time. Alright, last 2 boxes, guys. Well, there we go. So last 2 boxes of the stream. So let's see what we can see how we finish. We still need, what is it, the field spell I said for the hamburger deck, and there's still a few of the Vanquish Soul Ultras that we're missing. So let's see what we can pull. Hopefully we can get what I'm missing. Hopefully I don't end up having to buy anything, because I know these cards are going to be very, very expensive. I have to end up buying something out of pocket, which has happened. I think it was it with Cyberstorm Access? It was that, or was it Photon? I think it was Photon Hypernova. I had to do that. That we didn't pull everything that I need to end up having to buy. Was it a bot? Was it a I think it was it a Rice Heart? Maybe it was a Rice Heart. Was it Rice Heart or Rice Heart? It was one of them. I think it was the level 4 one. Which the cash jerk prices went way down. Alright, I think we'll leave the right for last. Hang on, Lena. I'm almost done. I think, like usual, her cat senses her tingling. She's not shooting a video, and she's not in the video, so she's trying to get in. She's always got to make sure she makes a little kitty cat appearance. She just got to find a spot to be in every video. That's why I always just leave her in, just because it's hilarious. Because she finds a way to be in the. She'll wait till like the perfect moment. I'm like in depth or in thought of trying to go over something at the moment. Then she just meow, just pops in the video, and then I lose my complete train of thought. I always find it funny, so I figured you guys would too. So I always just leave it in the videos that I do it, just because it's hilarious. Cause she'll just wait till it's like always like some random spot. It's not when I think she'll do it. I think she's kind of chill, she's behaving, all that good stuff, or she's not even paying me any attention while I'm going through the video, I could be, 3 minutes in, 6 minutes in, or whatever it is, and then she's like, "Oh, I guess I'll come in and chill," and then bam, she just pops in the video. All right, we got it, guys. So we're okay. We got the first one that I mentioned, so okay, that's a good sign. So we got the third one of these, so that's good. So we got a play set of them. So we should have everything that we need for the hamburger deck, so that's good. But yeah, once we get more people, guys, and I'll try and find people in the area, I still want to do kind of like a live series, almost kind of like Sam does his Duel Night. I want to do something like that. And that's what was my original plan even before he even started doing Duel Night. But I always wanted to do kind of like what he does, a Duel Night but live. But do it a little bit different versus like he's going through the series of Yu-Gi-Oh and the sets. I wanted to do it more, which I guess you could argue it's kind of similar still. Uh, More of the different like fun decks and stuff like that, fun decks versus fun decks, and then just more of different meta decks, and even so maybe the more top meta decks of the time and things like that. Just playing with those old school band list or things like that, and then just go through and see what is the best deck of all time, and then even maybe doing a live series where uh, go through all the sets, but no card is banned too, and watching that live. I think that would be interesting to see and just fun to play. So no cards banned whatsoever. You build the deck however you want to play it, and let's see what the what's the best deck of all time is, and a best of three format, and then just do tournaments like that over the weekends. I don't know if we needed one more of them or I had three, so that may not be bad. This is our third one or maybe our fourth, so it's not great, but that may be the last one we need for them too, so that's fine. We haven't pulled a heck load of them, so I'm not too worried about that. Alright, let me move these out of the way. Well, that's gonna be harder than I thought. There we go. And bam. But yeah, we'll see if we get another collector's rare, guys. I'm very doubtful, but you never know. To me, you should get at least four if you're buying a case, but sometimes you may get lucky and get four, but majority of the time it is just three, so we may be tapped out at our three. And every time we've got them, they've been on the right side, right? So if we get one, it'll probably be in the next box. If I recall right, everyone we've gotten has been on the right side, and it's always been the first one that we pull too, instead of the ultra, if I'm recalling correctly too. Since it takes place of the ultra in the box, which is what hurts us too, because that means we've got three less ultras just by getting the collector's rare. So that could have been something that we actually needed. All right, yeah, that's definitely our fourth one of her, if not fifth. So that's not a good pull. So that'll end up going to one of you guys. So I'll add that to our giveaway. So that'll go in there. I'll try and do that video definitely once I get back to, once I get done with my test and we're back to schedule programming. Uh, I'll go through all that with you guys so you guys can see what I've tossed out to the side. I'll toss a bunch of stuff from in here as well too. So I'll have a bunch of deck cores in here as well. So like if you wanted to play Dino, it would basically have everything that you need for Dino. I would throw in a bunch of Vanquish Soul stuff. I would throw in some, but I didn't pull enough to, throw in as much as I would like to, unfortunately, just because they've been so hard for us to get. But they did that intentionally, just to make sure that the set had some value. Because if they didn't, it would be like some of the sets were just kind of like the collector's rares holding the basically all the value and then like 2 or 3 cards. But that's basically what they did with this one, except they had 15 collectors, which some of them will be probably pretty cheap, like 40 to 60 bucks. I can already see that happening. So I expect that to happen, because that's happened in previous sets too. where a lot of them are just like, insanely cheap, which is kind of cool when they, that's the only, I guess, good thing about these sets. Uh, is some of the collector's rares are pretty cheap. And then some of them are going to be obviously more expensive too, because they're going to be inflated just because of the set. So the good ones are going to be even more expensive, and the maybe ones that aren't as popular are going to be much cheaper. For like the ones that like people with the decks aren't playing and things like that. Those are going to be a little easier for you to get your hands on. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's hard to believe we're already. I was about right. I said we finished probably around 2.5 hours. That's probably about where we'll get pretty close. We'll probably cap around there, because we'll still, like I said, recap everything. We'll check the prices. By the time I do all that, that's probably about where we'll end at, or very close to it. So I pretty much called it right on the spot. We may go a little over that, depending on if anyone has any questions or anything like that. But I think we've made okay out for this set, guys. I don't think we've done insanely good. I don't think we've done really bad either, though. I think we've done okay. So, but the set doesn't have a lot in it to do, so it is very hard to do, in my opinion, very well with opening it. So I think we did the best we, about as good as we probably could or hope to expect, I guess you could say. All right, guys. Final box. So let's see if we do get a collector's rare out of this one, if it stays to the mapping, which this whole set has stayed to the same mapping, it'll take the place of our first ultra, which means it's probably like around here or so where my finger is, probably like one of them, because it's usually a few cards a good bit into the set. So let's see, are we gonna get that last collector's rare, or are we gonna get the 4 ultras? So let's see. But yeah, I'm curious to look at the pricing. I don't know about you guys, just to see how everything's doing at the moment. Especially being day one. Day one, they're definitely going to still be inflated. So if you guys are thinking about picking up anything, I would give it at least a week. Probably realistically 2. And most of the pricing for stuff will fall. I would say at least a good decent bit. Just like it did for the Menadome stuff, right? For the Menadome stuff, a lot of it, like Vicious Stroud was going for like $50. The next thing you know, it was like what, 2 weeks later, or if not even 2 weeks, probably not even made it to 2 weeks. It was already down to like 15 or $20. So it had already dropped over half its value within like a week or a week and a half at the very most. So, all right, we're getting pretty close to it. So it should be this one or one of the next 2 should be our first ultra or collector's rare. So. Trying to be extra careful since we. All right, nope, not that one. All right, so this next one should be the ultra, right? Because we haven't pulled one yet, right? Or we pulled the map. Maybe it's the map. Was that the previous one? Ah, dude, that sucks. We pulled another field. Oh, I'll just give this away to you guys. That's what we'll do. That sucks. But hey, it's something for you guys, so that works out to you in your guys' favor. So. Oh. All right, let's see if we can get. Come on, we need more. We need more Vanquish Soul so I can finish the deck. Hopefully it won't have more stuff. So it looks like we're probably not going to get one out of here because that should have been it. So I'm very doubtful that we get one since these boxes have been mapped. I would say very consistently. Sometimes usually when I do these case opening, there'll be 2 different mappings in the case. But this set's been consistent the entire start to finish. So I'm very doubtful that we get any more collectors rare out of the box. Let's see. Alright. Alright guys, let's see if we can finish strong. So we only care about the ultras, the hollows we don't even really care about at this point. At this point we have more than enough hollows of everything out of the entire set that we need. So I'll be able to give a good chunk of those to you guys because the set has so many of them. Like I said, so I'll be able to do like a full deck core pretty much for the hamburger deck, except for some of the ultras. There we go, thank God. I think this is should be our third one for her, so that's good. So that's a good pull. Good deal. I'm trying to remember which other one that we need. Let's see, let me try and look through real quick. We got them. Pulled all of them. Oh, you know, we haven't pulled did we pull the other I think we're missing one of the spells, right? I think we were missing one of this, or is it this one? I think one of the spells was an ultra, right? I'm trying to see. Did I get a third one of him? Maybe we did. Okay, we did get 3 of him. So maybe we are good. I think we may do have, okay, so we may have 3 copies of everything. Plus there's one that we haven't completely pulled it all together. Which is possible. The way this is going. But like I said, we'll check when we check the listings here in a moment. But yeah, I'm curious to see what our last one is. At this point we've pulled everything that we need for the most part. So anything Vanquish Soul would be nice, or another Collector's Rare out of the blue would be better, but outside of that I can't think of what I really would want our last one to be honest, because I think we've pulled pretty much everything ultra-wise that we need, but I think there is a ultra spell that we are missing. At least I thought it was ultra, maybe it's just hollow and not ultra. So we'll check. Hopefully that's the case, because if not, we haven't we haven't pulled any of them. So hopefully that's the case. It's already 9:30, man. It's been such a fast day. That's the downside of working from home too, is the time goes by so fast, man. I mean, it's good and bad, but I don't have nothing nothing else really to do, so time just flies by. Let's see. All right, we'll take these out because they're harder. All right, so do we? Oh, dang, that's pretty quick. All right, so this one should be the ultra, guys, because we haven't pulled the last one still, right? So, it's the menu, which is not too surprising because the rest of the set. So this basically was nothing but the hamburger deck cards, because we got three of the ultras out of this box were nothing but for them. Because we actually pulled 2 of the same one, yeah. Because those are the 3. So these were the 4 ultras we pulled for the last box. Were those 4? All right, let's recap. We'll go through all the ultras real quick, guys. Well, let me finish the last pack first. My bad. We'll do the last pack, and then we'll recap all the ultras, and then we'll check the pricing, and we'll see how we did. Like I said, I think we did okay. We didn't nowhere near as good as the previous live stream, but yet again, the set's not as crazy as the last that we did on the channel, so it's hard to compare them. All right, so give me a second, guys. Let me go through them real quick. Shouldn't take too long because I pretty much have all of them sleeved. There we go, where you guys can see a little better. We got that. All right, bam. I don't think I missed anything, but we're running through it real quick just to be sure. Going as fast as I can. close. Alright, nothing there. Alright. I know that's not right. Where did they... I'm very confident we pulled... I know we pulled more than this. Did I lose them or something? We pull... Am I losing my mind? Where did they go? I pulled them early in the stream. I wonder if I got them Let me check. I may have got them accidentally mixed up with the Vanquish Soul cards. It's very possible that's what happened, because I know I pulled more than that. We just pulled those two out of the last box, literally. And I know I pulled 4 of the field spells. So we're definitely missing some cards. So yeah, here they are. That's exactly what happened. I put them, the ones we just pulled all together. Alright, good deal. I was about to freak out. Alright, almost done, guys. I'm just trying to get them all together so you can see the number of cards that we pulled for each Ultra. Yeah, I think we get like right at a place set for these guys. Like I said, we'll check the listing a little bit and see if there's something we didn't get, because I could have swore there was an Ultra spell card for the deck, but maybe I was wrong and it was actually a common, excuse me, not common, a hollow instead. Yeah, anything extra I'll add to the giveaway for you guys, whether it be the extra ultras we pulled, obviously the hollows and stuff like that will, you know, go in as well, of course. Alright, let's do this. So, bam, 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 bam. Jesus, we pulled a lot more of them than I thought we did. Yeah, I literally almost pulled 2 play sets. Holy crap. Let's see. Let me try and move some things over just so it's a little easier, so I can go a little quicker. Hang on, Lena. I hear you. Yeah, those 2 were definitely the easiest to pull. Alright, so we got this. Hang on, Lena. She's just going crazy at the door. Alright, and then all of these. Bam, 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 bam. Alright guys, so we'll go through them all. Alright, so here we go. I appreciate you guys' patience. So we'll take a, well, let me turn the fan back on. Hang on, that thing's overheating. Alright, so we're gonna go through all of the ultras that we pulled out of the set. We'll try and count them too, because right, I should get, because we got three collector's rares. right? We got the 3 collector's rares. So that means it took 3 ultras short. So if we got 4 each box, be what, 48? So we technically should have 48, but with these 3 gone, I should have 45 ultras here. We should have technically 45. So we'll see if we have 45 or see if it's 44, because I really think we got shorted one. All right, so first we got the. Let me try and fix this again real quick. All right, so we pulled the 3. We got exactly 3 guys. That's crazy. Out of a case, we only pulled 3 of these. So that's crazy. Out of a case, there's only 3. And I bet you that card's probably. I know it's probably decently. It's probably not that expensive as you would think it would be. All right, so we pulled 4 of the today's menu. So we got 4 of them. And then, like we were talking about earlier, we pulled exactly also 4 of the field spell for the hamburger deck as well too. So we managed to get 4 of them. So that's 4, 4, 8. That's 11 ultras so far. 11. And then we managed to pull for so this will get to the Vanquish Soul cards that we pull, guys, which will be the most expensive and harder to pull. We got 5 of these. So that's at what, 11? So that's what, 16? And then we did get, I was right, we did pull 4 of the Mad Love. So we got 4 of them. We did get exactly a playset of Raisin. So we got exactly 3 of him. Even some of these, right, I might not play a 3. I'm glad that we did pull 3 of them just in case, because I always like having the copies. And we did manage to get 3 of the, I think I guess Panatera, it's hard to, yeah, Panatera is what it looks like, that's how you pronounce it. So managed to get 3 of them as well. Those are more the harder ones to pull. And then we got 3 of the heavy broker. Got 4 of them. And then we got 3 of the Caesar Vallis. So we got 3 of him plus the collector's rare of him that we pulled, guys. So keep that in mind. So we technically pulled 4, counting the collector's rare. And then we just managed to barely, just the same thing here, 3. So if I had just got the 6 and not the case, we would have had nowhere near enough to play the deck. So, but like I said, it'd be probably much cheaper. We'll check here in a second and see if it'd been cheaper just to buy all these cards outright, even at the higher prices now, because they'll definitely go down. Like I mentioned, give it a week or 2, and they'll start dropping. Especially if none of these decks are doing any good. I expect more people to play Dino, so I expect the Dino stuff to hold its value, if not increase. So that'll probably go up. Vanquish will more than likely drop some, but it'll probably still not drop too much because it's going to be the main thing that's holding the value of the set. We'll look at the collector's rare one last time before we start looking at the prices. I'll turn the camera off so that'll cool it down too, and I can turn off the fan. But so we got the Tinky, we got Caesar, and then my favorite, of course, is the Fossil Dig. To me, it looks the best of the 3, and of course, I love dinos. So that's not bad, guys. I can't complain. I like the 3 that we pulled. Let me go ahead and turn that off. We'll swap back over here. Remember, you guys can pick up the custom card sleeves that I made. They'll be out here soon. I'm just waiting for them to come in. I've still got some already on hand, so I could ship some out if someone does order them. But like a bunch of people order them, so people will have to wait till the rest of them come in. And I still have deck cores. Like I said, we added more deck cores, especially stuff from this set. We'll add deck cores here. Always the dang auto set. So we have our Scareclaw, we have the Sword Soul Tingy, which has all the Sword Soul stuff basically needs. It's missing a few cards, but for the most part, it's got all of the stuff that you need. in here if you're looking to play Sword Soul. I've got a bunch of high rarity cards, some collector's rare and starlights for sale too, at good prices. And then we've got our individual Scareclaw cards. So if you're looking for something for Scareclaw, and you want to help support the channel, and you don't want to overpay for something, definitely consider checking out what we got listed. Everything's here at good reasonable prices. Plus, like I said, I ship things out very quick, so you'll get it much quicker than most people tend to get it too. Because that's most of the positive comments that I get is the how quick people are getting those cards. That's most of my feedback, especially on TCG Player. All right, speaking of TCG Player, let's pull her up, guys, and let's see how things are doing. Day one. Dang, yeah, I want that conductor. I was right, it was conductor that. Oh, they have Armored On too. He's a collector's rep. I want that too. All right, so let's see what we pulled. So the most expensive one. Well, I guess this one because this one's going sometime 104. So the OV and the Fossil Dig. So we got one of the most expensive ones, if not the most expensive one, guys. So that's not bad. And that's a good chunk of what I paid for the set too. So that covers a good bit. Let's see. We'll see how much money, like we normally do. So let's pull up our calculator. So we'll just round and say we'll say 90 bucks. We'll round. I always like to kind of round down. So we'll say 90 bucks for that. Uh, so we got the Tinky, and the other one. All right, so this one's going. We'll say around 60. So we'll say plus 60. So we're at 150. And then where's Tinky? There's Tinky. Tinky's a lot cheaper than I expected. So we'll say 55. That's I feel like a fair price for Tinky. So far, just off the collector's rare guys alone, we're at 205. That'd be roughly around 205 with today's prices. So that's about a fourth of what I paid for the entire set. So about a fourth of what we paid for the entire set, just off the collector's rares we pulled. So that's not too bad. Um, so that's not too bad. So let's take a look at everything else. So let's go get out of all the collector's rares. So we'll start getting to the ultras. All right, so this one's the most expensive, which this was insanely hard for us to pull. So this card's going for, we'll say $27, around $27. So we pulled 3 of them. So that's not bad because we have 3 of them. So we'll just do. So that puts us at 286. We pulled 3 of him. We'll say he's at running around let's say $25. So that's what, 75. So we'll say plus 75. We pulled 3 of him. We'll say he's going for around 18. So would be what, 54. So 54. Hang on, Lona. We're almost done. And we pulled 4 of the Mad Love. It's at 16. So we'll say 48 because we pull. No, excuse me. What's that? Would be 48. That would be was that 62? 62 or 64? Just say 62 on the low end. So at 62, we pulled, what was it, 4? I think, no, we pulled 5 of these because we were short for one short. So 17. Why is this one's lower? That's weird. That's lower. Usually this is always higher. That's odd. Maybe it's pulling data wrong, or someone maybe just bought it at a lower price or something. So we'll say what? Probably like another 64. So we'll say plus 64. We pulled a good bit of them too, so we'll say plus another 40. So pull 4 of them at least. 4 of them again too, so we'll just say plus another 40. We'll lowball it a little bit. Today's menu we pulled, what was it? Was it 4? We pulled 4. Was it 4 or 5? Hang on. Let's see. 3, 4. Yeah, it was 4. Okay. So we'll just say Um, plus be what? We'll just say 33. All right, so we're not doing too bad. So we're at 654. So so if I sold everything, we would come out good. Obviously, I'm not going to sell everything, but if I had to, drop and sell everything for some sort of emergency purposes, right? So it looks like we would make our money back, but it wouldn't be nothing substantial like the last set that we did, because I almost double what I paid for the set out of Cyberstorm Access. Pull three of hers, so that's plus another 20, 27. Pull three of them. That's really cheap, though. Oh, dang it. These are cheaper than I expected them because that's the main card of the set, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's going for that cheap, I guess, because most people are only playing him at one or I guess two at best. So I guess he's just not being bought enough. That there's 58 listings, so if those listings go down, he'll skyrocket. So that'll probably end up going up because I feel like that's underpriced, especially for being this early. I wouldn't expect it to be that low. That's crazy. But that's yet again probably because most people are just playing. Most people I've seen a lot of profiles are posted just for playing one. Um, so we'll say 18. All right, we won't bother to count everything else because everything else is below, basically below a dollar, which is insane. That's crazy. But that's about what I expected from this set. So I mean, it's not, shocking. Even the other new Dino stuff is insanely cheap. You figure they'd have been at least $2 or $3, especially since this stuff doesn't have a lot of value. You figure they'd at least been going for $2 or $3, but they're not even going for a dollar. All right, guys. So if we had to sell everything like the high rarity stuff, uh, would be I don't know why I doubled it, but uh, so it'd be 600, basically right at $700, which is not bad because that's about roughly what I paid for the set. So for the rest of everything else, we would definitely break more than even. So it's not bad. Like I said, we did okay, and looking at the pricing, that looks like that reflects what we pulled. Is we did okay. We didn't do great, which is like I said, it's hard to do great with this set. As you can see, most everything's listed like below 20 cents on the second page, which is ridiculous. Uh, all the sets values in the collector's rare, and then a few of the Vanquish Soul cards. But most of the values just in the collector's rare, unfortunately, which is why they put 15 of them in here. But yeah, I would love to if I could afford it. I would pick up the OVs, the two more fossil digs, and then the conductor. Because I'd love to max out my dino deck, so I would run three fossil digs, the three OVs. I usually play three conductors, so I'd probably get three of them, just since I usually play three. And then the two armored on. Let's see how much all that would be. I'm pretty sure it's like $400 or more. So let's go in for 100. So I need two more. So we'll say 200. He's going for 102. I would need three. So it's going to be way more than that. So it's 300. I don't know if we play him as a collect. If I used him in the deck, we would have to get it. But we'll say the three of them. We'll say 90. We'll say what, $90. So be what, 170, right? So plus, well, excuse me, 270. So 270. Jesus Christ. 270, and then those two, so it'd be another 120. Jesus, it'd be $800, almost $900. Now, if you got them with like multiple, one buyer, it'd probably be a lot cheaper too. Um, that's crazy, man. $900 for that. But you are talking about maxing out the deck though. But yeah, so we'll probably have to wait a while before I can afford to buy to get them. But most of these will end up holding the value, especially since Dyna's always been a uh, very loved deck, especially if it starts, popping off again with all the new support. these will end up going up in price. I mean, it seems like a decent amount now, but they could shoot up to, I would say at least 150 to two, maybe 250 at the most. Especially the fossil dig and the uh, OV and conductor. Definitely those three. The armored on too. Uh, but definitely the boss cards. People are, and the main cards are gonna would run them. So definitely those three are gonna sell the most. He would be, I would probably say last, which is why he's a little bit lower down. Because you could still get like the secret version and stuff like that that looks very nice uh, from the original set, which is what I have too. So, but that'll do it for this one, guys. I appreciate you guys' love and support. I appreciate you guys, taking time out of your busy night to chill and hang out with me. Hope you guys have had a fantastic day. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Definitely make sure you take care and stay safe. I will be uh, back on at some point. Like I said, once really I got my test Thursday, so I'm really waiting to get that knocked out and see how we do. Hopefully I'll pass it, and then we can get back to doing YouTube and all that good stuff again, and that'll free up my extra time because all my time is basically going into studying for that to make sure we can pass it. So we'll see how I do. It's 100 questions, so uh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully everything will work out. But I appreciate you guys. You guys take care, stay safe, and I will